Hey everybody, GC13 here. By the time you see this, the second half of the Owl House's second season will have already started to air. Stuck here in the past as I am, I haven't seen Follies at the Coven Day Parade yet, but I'm still pondering the future of the Owl House, and I think that this is one of those times where our past holds the key to our future. Eda and Belos share a lot of similarities, and while these birds of a feather certainly aren't flocking together, those similarities got me pondering. Both are cursed, you see. Eda by a spell of mysterious origin cast on her by her sister, and Belos by an even more mysterious affliction. Apparently he's told Hunter it's the result of wild magic, but, well, let's just say Belos has no difficulties with fibbing, and leave it there. We aren't really concerned with the nature of their ailments anyway. What's interesting are how similar their symptoms are. Both Eda and Belos have their magic drained by their conditions. We see Eda grapple with it and finally suffer a complete loss of magic when the curse finally overtakes her at the end of Season 1. But when we see Belos, he seems to be doing just fine. His magic, however, has the same red glow that Hunter's spells have when he's wielding his artificial magic staff, and we know Hunter is powerless without it. Whatever is giving Belos magic now, it's not normal witch magic. It's not just the loss of magic they both suffer either. Both of their conditions result in involuntary changes to their bodies. Eda transforms into the Owl Beast. We haven't seen Belos' form directly, but from its shadow, it resembles some form of horned abomination. Both Eda and Belos fight against their curses by taking supplements. Eda buys curse-fighting elixirs from Morton, while Belos drains the magic out of Palisman. What we care about the most today, though, is what we know the least about on Belos' side. We know that when Eda transforms into the Owl Beast, it's its own self, and while Eda can struggle to take control of the body, it's normally the one in control. Belos hasn't explicitly said what it's like being the goo monster, whether it's him in the driver's seat and his terrifying behavior is because he's filled with rage, or whether he's hammering the wall because another mind is fighting to get out. I have my suspicions, though. Look at the arc Eda has gone through. She spent so long living with her curse, fighting it at every turn, while it slowly consumed her. It was only when she finally got a new perspective and started talking to the Owl Beast, accepting that she and it were stuck together, that things got better. Eda has a harpy form that she can access with the Owl Beast's cooperation now, adding many owl-like features to her humanoid body. In fact, that's her most difficult issue now, convincing the Owl Beast to transform her when she wants it to. It looks like, now that they're working together and sharing their body, Eda's full beast form is a thing of the past. Unless she wanted it, perhaps. If you look at Belos, he seems to have the same condition. Something has drained his magic, and to look at his face, it seems to be slowly taking over his body as well. It fights its way out at times, but Belos beats it back with sheer iron will and a steady diet of Palisman. He does seem to be able to call on some of its powers, but Belos definitely isn't the cooperating type of guy. I'm sure his goo-related powers were taken by force. But it definitely seems like Belos is at a similar stage of his curse to where Eda was in mid to late Season 1. His magic may have long since been drained, but he has artificial magic, so that's not a concern. What matters are the monster's continued attempts to take control of his body, and how limited his resources to fend it off have become. He may be out of Palisman, but clearly he has something else keeping him in control. Based off of the example of Eda, we know what Belos needs to do, but that's a problem. Like I said, Belos isn't the cooperating type of guy. He values being in control. I mean, when he got upset about people freely practicing magic, he outright conquered the Boiling Isles. He told everyone it was the Titan's will that they lock away most of their magic, and anyone who disagreed was forcibly bound anyway. The very first episode introduced us to the Conformatorium, where people are locked up for even the most minor offenses against normalcy. And yet, this guy is still walking free. I tell you, what is this world coming to? So, I can't promise you a happy ending for Belos. What I can say, after thinking about it, is that it looks like he has one, if he can be persuaded to take it. What we should all be wondering, though, is what it means for the rest of the show if this is the arc that Belos is meant to face. We know that the Day of Unity is about merging the demon realm into the human realm. Is there enough time left in the series to have the two peoples grapple with now sharing the same world? Well, that's another video, isn't it? What do you guys think? Is Belos suffering from the same kind of curse as Eda? Do you think he'll be able to make peace with it? Let me know down in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more cartoon videos.